You will have noticed, ladies and gentlemen, that I mentioned Iran in several instances. That is because it is intervening in the internal affairs of Syria by sending the Lebanese Hezbollah, along with several Iraqi militias, into Syria to support Assad in killing his people. Even now, Iran has publicly opposed the actions taken against Fahish as an infringement on Syria's sovereignty. And yet, Iran itself has been infringing on the Syrian people's lives by deploying its Revolutionary Guard in battle formations to help Assad kill his people. In Iraq, we saw how Iran continued to cling to and support Maliki, even as he continued to undermine the effectiveness of the Iraqi army by appointing loyal Shia commanders in place of the American-trained and better qualified officer corps. The result was the shameful flight of these Maliki commanders when Fahish attacked Mosul. Now, even as the new Iraqi government is cooperating with the US to drive Fahish from Iraq, Iran's supreme leader opposes the American support for the government. I have already mentioned Iran's support for the Houthis in Yemen, which support is undermining the stability and unity of Yemen, as is also Iran's support for the Wifaq party in Bahrain. In Palestine, Iran's support not only for Hamas, but for the more extreme elements, has been the main spoiler of the successive ceasefires agreed to by Hamas and Israel. Last September, at the United Nations General Assembly meeting in New York, our foreign minister met with his Iranian counterpart, and they exchanged lists of complaints about each other's conduct, with the hope that both countries can overcome the suspicion and wariness that separate them. But as long as Iran continues interfering in Arab affairs, relations will remain strained and belligerent. Two things should bring us and the Iranians together: geography and Islam. We lived next to each other for millennia, and whether Sunni or Shi'i, we worship one God, we share the same holy book, the Quran, and we follow the teachings of the same Prophet, Muhammad, peace be upon him. And my hope is that that will bear out more than the differences.